Hey traders, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I will be showing you guys my trades from 23rd of August 2021. On this day, I took 2 trades in total. Both were winners, making it 100% win rate for the day. My first trade of the day was on AMD. That was right at the open within the first 5 minutes. That was based on the opening range breakout strategy. My second trade of the day was on NVIDIA. That was based on a level 2 strategy using Bookmap that I will be discussing in this video. In this video, I will first show you guys the stocks I was watching for the day and my reasoning behind watching those stocks, then my trade recaps. I will show you the live recording of my trades, and finally I will show you guys my PNL for the day. These are all the stocks I was watching for the day. I post my daily game plan in our Discord group. The first stock I was watching is NVIDIA. NVIDIA had a huge rally on Friday last week after earnings. NVIDIA had good earnings. It gapped down slightly, but we saw a huge move towards the upside. That was on Thursday last week. On Friday, it had a nice rally. It closed just 10 cents under the previous all-time high. The previous all-time high on NVIDIA was 208.75. On Friday, it made a high of the day of 208.65. On Monday this week, that is the 23rd of August, I was looking to enter at the break of pre-market high or maybe the hold of 210 level for a continuation towards the upside on this stock. The second stock I was watching for the day is AMD. AMD had a crazy move recently. It moved from $100 level. It broke the $92, $95 level. It made an all-time high around $123 level. Since then, it's been consolidating on the one-day chart, and on the 1 hour chart it was making this triangle with 3 touches. So I was looking to capitalize at the break of 106 level, which was the previous day high, and the 2 days ago high was 106.2. So my play was to enter before the break of 106, so that if the 106 breaks, I was anticipating the break of 106.2, which was 2 days ago high, the high of Thursday last week, for a move towards the upside and the test of $107 level. The third stock I was looking at is PayPal, because PayPal had news that they will be allowing buying, selling and holding of cryptocurrency in the UK, and the cryptocurrencies had a huge rally over the weekend. So that is obviously a good news for PayPal. It was gapping up slightly in the pre-market. My play was to enter at the break of the pre-market high or enter at the break of $280 level. You can see that this $280 level is a critical resistance and support on PayPal. So I wanted to get in at the break of pre-market high with the profit target of $280 level and the break of $280 level towards the upside. The last stock I was watching for the day is Coin, which is a similar reason to PayPal, because cryptocurrencies had a huge rally over the weekend and Coin was gapping up in the pre-market. My levels for Coin were the gap fill play. Coin had a gap. The high of this day was 267.75 and the low of this day was $294 level. So my play was to enter at the break of the pre-market high or the break of $270 level towards the upside, because we had a gap to fill towards the upside on the 1-day chart. These are all the stocks I was watching for the day. Only 4 stocks. If you guys want to get my daily game plan and trade with us every single market open day, you can join our Discord group. The link will be in the description box below. Also, before we jump onto the trade recaps, I would really appreciate you guys to give this video a thumbs up, because it helps out the channel a lot. Here's my trade recording for the day. Before I start this recording, I will show you guys the indicators I use if you are new to my channel. On the 1-minute chart, this is the VWAP. The blue line is the VWAP. The red line is the 50 SMA. These 2 dotted lines are the 9 and the 20 EMA. This level is the yesterday's high. Let's now focus on the 5-minute chart and look at the levels I'm watching from the watch list I just showed you guys. This 105.98 level is the yesterday's high. That means the high of Friday last week. This level just around 106.2 is the 2 days ago high. That means the high of Thursday last week. This weirdly dotted line, the big line, small line, is the pre-market high. As you guys know, my plan was to enter at the break of $106 level, because we have plenty of levels after the break of 106. I wanted to catch that break, and it's also making a triangle on the 1-hour chart I just showed you recently. At the break of these levels, I got filled 10 contracts. I'm trading 105 calls. Same week expiry contracts, I got filled at 2.85. As soon as I entered, I got a really good move in my favor. The premiums are almost up 10% since my entry point. At the break of 107, before the break of 107, I was expecting some kind of resistance. And if you guys have been following me for a while, you guys know that if I'm trading within the first 5 minutes of the open, I like to take my profits really quick, because the stocks can be very, very volatile. Therefore, around 106.8, I was expecting some kind of pullback. I took 5 contracts out at a premium price of 3.18. Just around the $107 level, when it made a new high of the day at 106.97, I took 3 more contracts out at a premium price of 3.39. which is a crazy move because if you look at the percentage wise, I got around 10 to 15% on my first 5 contracts and almost 20% on the remaining 3 contracts. After exiting 8 out of my 10 contracts, I only had 2 contracts. So for those 2 contracts, my stop loss was the break of 9 EMA on the 1 minute towards the downside. You guys can see this is a really good price action, move towards the upside on high volume, pull back to the 9 EMA on comparatively low volume, but the volume is usually high at the open, so you can't focus a lot on the volume because within the first 5 minutes the volume is usually crazy in the market. And then it held the 9 EMA nicely. At the break of $107 level, I took another contract out at 3.61. I'm seeing a lot of red on the time and sales, and AMD is having difficulty moving towards the upside after the break of $107 level. So therefore, just to be safe, I covered the last contract at a premium price of 3.57. Overall, I made $475 on this trade within the first 10 minutes of market open, and this was a return of 17% of my investment, which is the crazy thing about the stock market. This is my second trade for the day and my last trade for the day. This was based on the Bookmap, the hold of a level of 213.5 that I could see a big buyer on Bookmap. I will first show you guys my entry on this trade, and then we will head on to the Bookmap and I will show you guys my reasoning behind my entry on this trade. My entry on this trade was right on the pullback when I saw that 213.5 was holding on the level 2 on the Bookmap. As soon as it went above 214, we saw a lot of green on the time and sales. Buyers are interested to take it above the $214 level. So I got filled 10 contracts at a premium price of 3.83. I'm trading 215 calls, same week expiry contracts. My stop loss for these contracts is the break of 213.5 towards the downside, and the reasoning behind my stop loss can be seen on the Bookmap. Here's the Bookmap of NVIDIA right around my entry point. Bookmap is just an application that shows you the market depth, the big buyers and sellers in a graphical and a heat map representation. It's easier to see in a graphical representation, but do you need Bookmap to be a consistent trader? No, I just started using it maybe a couple of months ago, but I was a consistent trader before using Bookmap as well. So it's just an add-on to my trading. It helps me with my trading, but it does not make me a consistent trader. My entry on NVIDIA was right on the next candle. Before I start the recording of Bookmap, let's focus on the bigger picture, what is happening on this Bookmap. NVIDIA made a high of the day around the 215 level. There's a big seller. The seller has 87,000 shares at 215 level. There was a big buyer as well at 213.5 level. The buyer has 12,000 shares. My entry was right at the break of 214 on this candle. You guys can see that there was a big buyer. Before the break of this big buyer, we saw a lot of green on this. Green means that the buying volume is bigger than the selling volume. You can look at the green and red similar to the red and green that you see on the time and sales on your platform. These big buyers and these big sellers can also act as support and resistance when you are looking at this Bookmap. This big buyer is acting as a wall. A wall towards the downside is called as a support. This big seller is a wall towards the upside. So this is the resistance I'm looking for the buyers to break. That's why I got filled 10 contracts at the break of 214 towards the upside. I was expecting this 213.5 buyer to hold, and that was my stop loss. My profit target was a break of 215 level towards the upside. You can't just use Bookmap and look at your entries and exits because you can't look at the big buyers and big sellers at every single point. Another thing to note here is that I'm using Bookmap in addition to a lot of other factors. My entry was not only based on the hold of 213.5 towards the downside. I'm looking at the bigger picture. NVIDIA made an all-time high around the 215 level. There's a big seller. My plan is to take it long. So I'm just looking at Bookmap to score a perfect entry. I want 213.5 to hold, so I have a stop loss in mind. And if you look at the bigger picture, NVIDIA is making all-time highs. It's pulling back to the 9 EMA on the 1 minute and the 5 minute chart. So if I wasn't using Bookmap, I would have still taken the same trade, but maybe I would have entered at the break. But Bookmap just showed me to enter on the pullback because there's a big buyer underneath you, which can act as a support for you. Let's jump back to my recording. My entry was right here on this candle and my entry was perfect. It was right at the pullback after my entry straight pushed towards the upside. If I have to rate my trade based on my entry point, I would give myself 10 out of 10 rating because after my entry point, I did not see any pullbacks. It just straight pushed towards the upside. At the break of 215, when I saw that 215 is not holding on the bid side, I took 5 contracts out at a premium price of 4.25. At the break of 214.5 towards the downside, I took the remaining 5 contracts out at a premium price of 4.01. Overall, I made $300 on this trade. That was a return of around 8% of my investment. That's pretty much it, guys. You guys can see at the bottom of the screen, it's almost 11 a.m. I took 2 trades, making $464 on AMD and $287 on NVIDIA. In total, making $752 for the day. If you guys see at the bottom of my order window, I tried to get filled on NVIDIA twice right at the market open. And if you guys traded NVIDIA today on 23rd of August right at the market open, you guys know that the spreads were very, very wide. So I canceled my orders because the difference between the bid and ask on the premiums I was looking at was almost 10 to 20%. So if a stock has very wide premiums right at the open, I don't like trading those stocks. That's why I try to get filled and I just cancel my order immediately looking at the spreads. That's pretty much it, traders. If you like this video, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for a lot more recaps and day trading content. If you don't follow me on Instagram, I post a lot of good day trading content on Instagram as well. The link will be in the description box below. Thank you for watching and I will see you guys in the next video.